You know I like to show up to your streams, even though we've only done 2 of them, with something never
With
seen.
something weird.
Something weird and never seen before.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Stepping all over everything. So this is...
This is what? Oh, this is Propeller Arena Aviation Battle Championship.
Did I spell propeller right?
Presented by Sega.
Yep.
Developed
No, Propeller
by
Arena is good
AM2.
enough.
That's fine.
Because I don't feel like typing all that bullshit.
Propeller Arena. Aviation Battle Championship.
This is an AM2 game. So you know it's... The fact that it wasn't released is kind of surprising because AM2 is one of the top... Or was one of the top development studios at Sega. They're the
Right.
ones responsible for, I believe, Shenmue, Virtua Fighter, and a lot of other games too that are classics. I think they even made Outrun. I mean, they're like basically all the games that were made by them are like
Right.
a list of who's who classic Sega releases that we know and love.
Cool.
Crazy Taxi, I think, was one.
Okay.
So this game is a kind of a plain dogfighting game.
Okay.
So kind of like a Crimson Skies, but it has like a Crazy Taxi vibe where like the characters are goofy and the planes all have kind of like they're part of teams and they have like goofy branding, like, you know, Crazy Taxi have the goofy cars and the goofy drivers. And then the soundtrack to this is like a very pop punk. Yes, I do. I do know why it's unreleased, and I'm going
Okay.
to say in a second, Frank. And the soundtrack to this game is like a very pop punk heavy soundtrack. I think like Blink-182 is on here, H2O
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Cool.
Just like Crazy Taxi. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't Pennywise on Crazy Taxi? Pennywise is in some
Pennywise
game.
was in Top Skater,
That's what it was. Top Skater.
AM2.
I knew it was something.
and then Offspring was in Crazy Taxi.
That's right.
So the question is,
Cousin Dexter.
why wasn't Propeller Arena released?
Propeller Arena.
For
Aviation
Dreamcast.
Right.
Battle
The
Championship.
reason it was not released was because it was due to come out after September 11th,
Ah.
and the artwork showed planes
Like-
flying in between skyscrapers in the
Oh,
city.
okay.
And it was near the end of this Dreamcast life. I believe, I think Sega had announced that the system was not going to manufacture any more systems anymore, and there was like a period of time where they released games after that. I think Project Justice was released after Sega had said that they were not going to manufacture any more systems.
Very cool.
And this game didn't come out because of September 11th. But it was, like I said, developed by AM2, was going to be a game that was going to leverage the online capabilities of the Dreamcast very heavily because of its online dogfighting capabilities. And the game was complete. It was ready to go, and it was lost to time. And there was some rumors it was going to be repackaged and re-released, but because of the demise of the Dreamcast, it never was.
That's crazy.
And then somebody, like, I think about 10 years ago, leaked it to a torrent site. I was able to grab it, and here it is today.
Nice.
So I figured you and I could pop it in, have a dogfight or two, and,
give it a shot.
reflect on it. Oh, so final thoughts about Walt Disney
Oh, the
World
Walt Disney one,
Quest
right.
Magical Racer.
It was kind of fun. I mean, it wasn't, like I said, the two biggest problems I had with it was just the camera and the fact that it was like, it just appeared to be mega dim, like brightness wise.
Sure.
But it definitely seemed fun. It seemed like I don't know if the game had the same kind of mechanic that I couldn't tell with if it was the same kind of mechanic as Mario Kart, where like certain characters were slow but had a better top speed.
Yeah, I don't know that
I couldn't tell with that.
I don't think they went that far into it.
But it was fun, and it was cool that it was all different like cars and vehicles and stuff, and yeah, it seemed kind of cool. It's like a good but not great game. I always feel like is a cop out, but I say it all the time where I'm like, it's good but not great.
I'll agree. I have a soft spot for it because I'm a big Disney nerd. I like that it's the attention to detail and respect it shows. Rides like Haunted Mansion, Parts of the Caribbean, and things like that. So that was always something that drew me in, and I thought that was really cool. I agree that the gameplay mechanics are not that great, but to share it with I know I've brought it over to Frank's, and him and I have had some fun with it for a little bit because he's a big Disney nerd like I am.
Cool.
So I think if you're a big Disney person,
Yeah,
and you
it's
like
like a cool-
Mario Kart,
yeah.
you know, it's cool to pop in for an afternoon and play a couple rounds. But you're right. I mean, is it going to be remembered in the annals of history of one of the best kart racers? No, I don't think
Hands
it'll.
down.
I don't even think it'll make your top 10.
It's up there with all the originals.
All right, so let's give this one a go. We can pick your team. You might want to be the Muscle Bros, Sean, because kind of falls into your Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it might.
And then also, there's also what is it? Pizza Fat, 8-bit Beat. That could be you too. Hex Candy, Golden Knife, Golden Axe, I guess is what it's going for. Eagle Jam, Shameless Cats. I'm gonna go with Pizza Fat, just because it's hilarious to me. Let's do. So there you go. This is your
okay.
September 11th
Wasn't
level.
Wasn't there also didn't they delay a Slayer album release because of September 11th?
Oh,
too?
you got me. I wasn't playing it.
I'm pretty sure that there was a the album was the God Hates Us All album, which is one of my
Okay.
favorites.
So A shoots,
There we are.
and then it's typical pilot controls. Danger by C1. I don't know. Oh, I guess that's controller 1. Yeah. So your triggers control your speed.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right trigger is speed up. Left trigger is brake. And it looks like we have some AI characters with us in this.
That's fun.
So you can imagine, like, if this was an online game, you're connecting online, you're battling against other humans
Yeah,
for a time. It could be a pretty cool game.
yeah,
Kind of like a Crimson Skies,
yeah. I can see it. It's cool.
but it has that kind of crazy, taxi, goofy.
Yeah, sort of
flair
like heavy
to it.
metal kind of.
Yeah,
themes.
right. Sounds like we're here listening to some Bad Religion, maybe. I can't really hear
I
the
can't
music
tell.
too well.
I know. I'm
So
sorry.
somebody in the room, if somebody in the room can hear it,
I have this awful aversion to getting like echo in
Yeah,
in
so we don't
things,
get
so
it.
I
Yeah,
always
yeah.
keep it like super low.
it's fun.
Brett always gets super mad at me too about it because like we'll be doing retro Wednesdays and I'll have the volume jacked all the way down. I'm like, I can't fucking hear it.
Maybe you guys should get some wireless earbuds.
We could use headphones.
Oh, what's that do? Oh, X. I've got some special thing going on. Oh, I got a lock on.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, I got. What are these boxes flying around?
I'm not seeing anything
Oh.
that you're seeing right now.
Okay.
I'm just out in La La Land. I'm shooting a blimp because I can.
Can you bring the blimp down?
I don't know. I'm giving it some damage.
I
I
see.
mean,
that.
I'm busy getting murdered by you.
That was me. P2,
I was
baby.
trying to learn something.
I like it. It's C1, C2, computer 1, computer 2. P1,
Oh,
P2
okay.
is you and me.
Yeah, I'm spamming X. I'm not doing anything.
A is your.
No. I meant you were doing that lock-on thing. I was trying to figure that out.
No, it prompted me on the screen like a QuickTime
Oh.
event to do it. So.
That's kind of cool.
Oh. Pizza Fat.
Need missiles up in here.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of a slightly different TIE Fighter, a 3D version of TIE.
Yeah.
That game.
Dude,
I
you and I have talked about it a million
Those
times.
shit. I have it over there on floppy.
Well,
on the wall.
you can get it on Steam and GOG
Yeah.
now. That game
Love
needs
that game.
that needs a top to bottom
But
remake.
that game, the fact that it hasn't had a good remake is just criminal.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It really hurts.
I
my
never
heart.
understood why
Like.
that hasn't gotten any love.
I mean, like doesn't Disney own LucasArts now?
Yeah,
Or
they
I
do.
forget,
They do.
but
Yeah.
It's like why can't
Well, I think it could happen
getting
now.
fucked on? But I hope. I mean, I really hope. I'm like
Listen.
literally a gorilla flying.
Oh, that's hilarious. I guess it's like a King Kong kind of thing.
Yeah,
Only 82
guys are
seconds
all
left.
bunched up. Yo, C2 is effing us up.
Yeah, that computer.
I keep doing this thing where I keep not paying attention and going straight up, and then I'm like, "Hey, turn around, ass! You're leaving orbit." In my P-38 or whatever. But yeah, I like every year that goes by that doesn't you don't have that like that game doesn't get remade. It just drives me nuts because it's just like it would be so easy and you would make so much money. Even if they just remade freaking XVT and just re-released the exact same game with better graphics, it'd be like I would play it. I used to be an XVT addict. I used to play
that was
game
online too,
all
right?
the time. Yeah,
that was Modem.
I used to play it all the time. I was really good at it.
Let's do one more.
All right, sure.
I want to do that Phantom Island level. I don't know what that's about.
I'm gonna switch over to the 8-bit beat.
Yeah, all right, good move. I'm gonna go with a Golden Knife.
I wonder how different the plane. I said ships. How different the planes are. Now I got TIE Fighter on my brain. Did you ever play like all the weird expansions with that gun, the missile boat that has a slam system?
Yes,
Oh my god.
Wait, for TIE Fighter or XV2?
TIE Fighter. Sorry,
Yeah. Oh, I've played all the TIE Fighter expansions because it just so happened when I played TIE Fighter, it was late in TIE Fighter's life, and I got it was one of those CD versions where they actually had the music, like real music, and it had like the CGI cutscenes and stuff.
Right.
So it was like one of the last releases that TIE Fighter had gotten, and that's when I played TIE Fighter for the first time.
Cool.
And it included all those expansions, and I went through all of it in one shot, and it was absolutely incredible.
I mean, even just like, and like how, I know it sounds cheap, but like, even how you could turn on and off like damage and stuff if you just wanted to practice a level, like it was so brilliant. Because it was like, it gave you a chance to learn the game, and then you could play the game.
Right.
Even
you could learn the missions and stuff.
Yeah, even the last one they did, X-Wing Alliance, loved it. Because you could be the, I don't know if you played that one or not.
No,
but,
I haven't. I have definitely
that
not
one,
played
if you can find it, I think they did re-release it at some point.
Yeah, I think it's GOG. You can get X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, and I think maybe Alliance.
I would definitely look for that if you can, because in that one you play. It actually brought back the thing that they took away in XVT, which was the storyline. And in the story, in the game, you play this like dude his name is like Ace Azamine. Not the best name.
No.
But
LucasArts is never good at coming up with names for their characters.
But you could
I'm gonna get one of these boxes.
oh, fancy.
I got it. I don't know what it does. It said wreck all.
Doesn't mean you got superpowers or
I
something.
don't know.
But sorry. Your family was like a shipping merchant.
Okay.
So you would fly like the Corellian style freighters. And you so you could fly like a ship. They designed a special ship called the YT like 4900 or something, which is like an updated version of the Millennium Falcon, so to speak.
Okay, cool.
And you could fly it, and while you were flying it, instead of you shooting all the time, you could you would have two turrets, and you could set the turrets to auto fire, and it was so much fun because you just got to fly, and like the turrets would just shoot at whatever you needed to, and then during the storyline you end up joining the Alliance, and then you fly like X-Wing missions, but every once in a while you would go back and fly a freighter mission where it would be like instead of just like having to instead of just like being in an X-Wing or whatever, you would be in the freighter. And then the end of the game was you got to lead all of the prequel missions to the second Death Star fight, and then you got to be in the second Death Star fight.
Oh, that's really awesome.
Yeah, it was really, really well done. I really liked it. And like even the way they did all of the like flying in the freighter and everything, it was super fun. Loved every second of it. It's a really great game. And like every time you would fly a mission, if you did like the bonus objectives, you would get a souvenir, and you would like go back to your room or whatever, and like on board the whatever ship you are in the Alliance.
Right.
And like you would go through and you would see it, and it'd be like, oh, that's like the side of a Y-wing that you shot down during a pirate.
Oh,
raid
that's
or something.
cool.
Yeah, there were always these like little souvenirs you would get, which I liked.
Yeah, I never got into that one. When did that one come out?
That was way towards the end. It was way after XVT. It was right towards the start of like the demise of LucasArts to a degree.
Yeah. Well, some would argue that XVT was.
It was the last one that Lawrence Holland did too, which no relation. But
So did you say that was like 2002 or
I
earlier?
think so. Yeah, it might have been a little bit earlier, 2002, because I kind of remember playing it in high school.
Okay.
So it might have been like 2000, maybe
Okay.
99, 2000. I keep pressing all the other buttons because I keep having this thought that I'm like missing stuff.
It's weird that there's like it's just the shooting and there's
Yeah, like there's no like barrel
weapons.
Do a barrel roll.
And I've gotten like some of the boxes there, and they've given me. It doesn't really appear to be much.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was kind of a radar too a little bit because I feel like
Yeah.
most of the time I'm just flying.
Fly-
Like right now I'm just flying into
flying
nothing,
blinds.
and I've been doing that for a while.
Oh, I haven't even gotten that stall thing once.
Yeah, because I keep flying
Okay.
into outer space, so I'm not paying
Here
attention.
we
to
go.
where I'm
That's should have shut my mouth.
going. I feel like the speed thing, like it doesn't. It's not doing anything.
Could just pull that. Oh, we're tied.
Oh, look at that. Are we going
Shit.
sudden death?
That's it. Draw.
All right.
That's bullshit.
But yeah, X-Wing Alliance is freaking awesome. I would very, very, very highly recommend getting it. If you can find, I'm pretty sure you can find
Yeah,
it.
it's probably available somewhere. All right, so final thoughts on this.
It's fun. It's a little bit on the basic side.
Yeah.
Like I almost feel like you said, like I knew the game was never released, but I kind of it almost feels to me like the game wasn't finished.
Well,
Like it seems like it's not done all the way.
from what I've been able to find, the game was finished. So this would have been what was released.
Well, then it was released. Then my feeling of it changes a little bit to that it's kind of crappy. Like it's not great. Like it's fun. I can see like if you had 4 people going, it'd be awesome. But I also think like four-way split screen would be like
Well,
you
again,
gotta sit real close.
like I said, it was supposed to rely on the Sega Net.
Yeah,
with
so maybe that was
Dreamcast.
it. But I feel like I don't know. I'm like I kept waiting for like rockets or like flares or like being able to do like a quick like loop or something.
right,
Like
yeah,
like just
yeah,
a quick
yeah.
like defense move or something.
Maneuver.
Like I don't know. I just kept waiting for something that would let me do that or something. And sometimes I felt like we were saying, like sometimes I just feel like I'm flying into space and I'm like, where is everyone? Oh, there they are, and then they just disappear and it's like I'm speeding up and slowing down. It doesn't seem to affect my movement at all. Like it didn't feel right. But you know, it's still kind of fun. It's cool that it's got like this weird story how it never got released and then it's kind of out there but not. And yeah, it's pretty cool. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think one of the great things that's kind of happened, and I feel like this is the first example of it, is, and I'm sure you, especially someone that pays attention to what's going on in the game news space, it seems like lately there's been a lot of kind of unreleased games or prototypes that have kind of leaked recently. And some companies have even gone so far as to release them on their own. So, like the company that makes the Saints Row games had in development a version of Saint Row for PSP, and they not too long ago released the prototype build of that they had demonstrated at E3. And so that's just out there on their website that you can just download for free. So I think that's cool. And there's been some other games where there's been some Game Boy Color games that never were released that have been released by people that worked on it and things like that. So this is, I think, the first real big example of that, and it's a complete game. So I think from a historical perspective, it's cool that we get a chance to play
like
it.
you get to play something that never was going to expected to see the light of day.
And I could see how this maybe would have been cool, like as a last ditch effort to get people to buy a Dreamcast to experience online gaming. Because remember, at this point in time, we didn't have PS2. I don't think had the broadband adapter yet. I remember I was in college when I bought it. I don't remember if it was my freshman year or sophomore year because I got it for SOCOM.
Right.
So it could have been around the same time or not. But if, again, let's pretend that there was no PS2 adapter yet. This is an opportunity for you, another opportunity for you, for Dreamcast owners, to go online, battle against 4 other people, and really, you know, because remember, Unreal Tournament was a big game.
Yeah.
Quake
Quake was
was
huge.
a big one for Dreamcast. The NFL 2K and other 2K sports games were huge. I mean, I used to go with my friend Craig, and I used to go online. There was websites where they would put in. You remember Blue Light, which was Kmart's free internet service provider?
I can't remember. Yeah.
So somebody figured out that you could plug in the settings for that into the Dreamcast a certain way and dial in through Blue Light for free and play
Wow.
online. So Craig and I would play NFL 2K online all the time.
That's awesome.
With our Dreamcast for free because it was like $20 a month or something.
Yeah, it was expensive. It wasn't. It
Yeah.
was, I mean,
Was the
by
first
those
of its
standards,
kind.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I could see this would have been another opportunity to say like, hey guys, online gaming exists on Dreamcast, so check it out. So, but again, I'm with you. I think there's a lot missing.
Did you ever see? You were talking about unreleased games. Did you ever see the prototype that 2K Games made for the Avengers game?
Wait, how recently was that one? It was in the last 10 years, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a first person one where you could pick different characters.
Yeah, I have seen that.
That was really cool. I remember. I never saw it again, but I remember reading one guy was talking about it. I don't know. I remember reading it, but I haven't been able to find it. So now I'm starting to wonder if it's a figment of my imagination. Was that it was supposed to be a big PlayStation Move Connect game where you could actually do the moves or whatever? Because I remember watching a guy and he was like demoing Cap, like Captain America, who I'm he's like my favorite guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you can see it. I have Cap pictures
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
And I got him right here. But like he was showing the thing and he would go like this and the shield would come up and it would block
Yeah,
and then he would kind of go like that and it would throw the shield and wherever his hand went was the direction it went in. I was like so blown away by that game. I was like, why doesn't somebody pick that up and run with it? Just why? It would be so easy to finish, even if you don't do the motion control crap. Like, just finish the game.
I think
Finish
now
it.
with VR,
yeah,
an
like that.
opportunity
There's
to
a
go
real
back to that.
opportunity there, and I don't know. There's like a lot of games like that. I mean, how many Star Wars IPs could you go through that you're like, Jesus Christ, why did they not finish it? Like 1313, all those ones. I mean, I was kind of disappointed that they admitted eventually that 1313 was going to be a Boba Fett game because I'm kind of sick of the same 5 characters. Like, I kind of wish it was just a dude. Or, like, they could have done something crazy and been like, you know what? F this, it's Dash Rendar's coming back. Or, like, if it's like, it's a much older Dash Rendar who's on his last legs, and it's like, you could do something like that. Like, where he's just an old has-been or whatever. Or he's the mentor in it, and then you have some crazy tie-in or something. Like, that would have been pretty cool.
Shadows of the Empire, I have a big soft spot for that.
Yeah, even though the other day I plugged in my rarely used Nintendo 64 and tried to play it for like 5 minutes. I was like, oh my god, this looks so haggard now.
So,
like it did not age well.
It's on GOG.com, the
Yeah.
PC version. I
I'm gonna have
have
to
it.
look
I've
at that
downloaded it. The playing it on a PC with a joystick, much better experience to play
Yeah.
on a 64. So
I
I
don't
would
know,
strongly advise you to check that out.
I like N64 was another console that I didn't invest a lot of time
Big
in,
N64 guy.
and I don't know. I just feel like so many of those games when I play them, like these have not aged well.
No, a lot of the PlayStation era and N64 games.
Yeah, they
have
just
not.
it's like
And I guarantee you, I hear it all the time. People are like, GoldenEye, bro. I don't know if you have GoldenEye.
we played. There was a stint of us in college that played GoldenEye for like a couple of months, and I never understood why everybody liked it. Like, it was like, all right, but everyone was like, oh, GoldenEye. And then it was the same thing when the GameCube came out and Smash Brothers came out, like Melee or Melee. Everybody was like going.
I never really got into Smash.
Everybody was like going berserk over that game. And I was like, I just
Don't get
not
it.
fucking get this. Like, it's a crappier version of Mortal Kombat that's like cartoony. Like, I don't know. Everyone was like religious about that game.
Well, it's because they had all the Nintendo characters in there.
Yeah, I mean, and also by then I was kind of a Microsoft boy, so I had
You'd already converted.
Yeah, and I mean, we had just at my college we had finally gotten like an actual LAN network.
Yeah, I remember.
And
that.
when it got put in like I forget what year it was, but
It was. I'll tell you when it was.
it got put in, but they never like for whatever reason they never put any restrictions on anything. So like
summer of
the
2002.
that's probably yeah. Because I remember when we came back and that was when Direct Connect was like the big peer-to-peer file sharing thing.
Yeah.
And I remember I crashed the network the first day I was there because I started downloading like everything I could get my hands on, and there was
It was
no
insanely fast.
throttling
Yeah,
of the
it was
bandwidth
amazing.
or whatever.
amazing.
So like everyone was bitching about it. They're like, I can't even get on the internet, and I'm downloading like thousands of movies at a time because I sucked all the bandwidth out of the building. And we used to like play. We used to have like Halo tournaments like all the time, like because you could plug it in and you could find each other on the network.
Yeah, right.
And it was like this just blew my mind.
That
And it
was
like
cool.
I could be upstairs and you guys could be downstairs, and we don't have to look at each other's screens. So it's a
Yeah,
real
and then
it's
we
a
have
real
the
battle
whole
challenge.
screen to ourselves.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
was awesome.
I miss that shit sometimes.
All right, so you want to take a break to set up for the
Yeah.
the big Dreamcast finale?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a 5-minute break. Let me go
And
mute
we
some
still
stuff.
we got some time. We can still do some other stuff after that.
Absolutely. Maybe we can do a couple NES games or something.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So why don't you
me
go
switch
put
that
that
to-
screen up,
Right back.
and we'll go to town.
BRB. And transition. Oh fuck, I never updated the thing for Typhon Dead. Oh.
That's okay.
Shit happens.
You updated it on Twitch.
Yeah, I updated the game last night. I don't know how I feel about having to update this shit, so maybe next time we stream, I don't care. And I'll just put something else there, like...
Yeah, or just like you make a logo for our stream,
Yeah.
and now leave it there. Are we on break now?
Yeah.
Okay.